Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9, and I guess the entire Arrowverse as well. Now, either yesterday or today, depends on wherever you are in the world from the time I'm recording this video. It's a very special day for us Arrowverse fans, because on this day, October 10th, 10 years ago, we had the birth of the Arrowverse, with the show that started it all, the obviously being Arrow with its first season. And eventually we ended up getting more shows like The Flash, Supergirl, Legends, and eventually expanded to what we now call the Arrowverse. Now obviously this is a very, very special year, as not only will it be the 10th year anniversary of the Arrowverse, so we'll be celebrating 10 years of all of these shows. Well, specifically Arrow, because it's exactly 10 years since Arrow aired, but the Arrowverse in general, because Arrow was the one that started the Arrowverse after all. But sadly, this year is also the year the Arrowverse will be coming to an end, with its last and longest standing show, that of course being The Flash. The Flash will be ending with Season 9, and it's going to be the one that ends all the Arrowverse shows, because it's the final Arrowverse show. It's the only one left standing and has one more season, which is currently filming. And as excited as we are for this final season of The Flash, it is also very, very bittersweet and just sad to see the Arrowverse ending. You know, these shows, for me at least, have been a huge part of my life for so long, and I certainly would not have been here if it weren't for the Arrowverse, and obviously mostly The Flash and Arrow, because those were the two main shows I used to cover. Now, Stephen Amell, aka the actor who played Oliver Queen, or most commonly known as the Green Arrow, did share this tweet online celebrating the 10th year anniversary of the Arrowverse, and I find this really, really interesting, and it does link with the theory we'll be talking about in this video, which is why I want to mention it. So I'm probably putting it up on the screen right now. It says, 10 years ago, Arrow premiered. 10 years ago today, Arrow premiered. I loved every single second of it. Deep down, you gotta wonder if the suit still fits. You could obviously question that he could have just said that out of pure curiosity and to just, add spice onto the tweet. But for me at least, the most likely option over here is him teasing something. Now obviously take this with a massive, massive grain of salt, because there's nothing confirming anything or anything like that. It's just a simple tweet, which obviously everyone has a different interpretation on, and this is my interpretation of it. I think he's teasing something, and maybe he will actually find out if the suit still fits while making an appearance in The Flash's final season. This is the final season of The Flash, and from different interviews from cast members, I believe this one is coming from Jesse L. Martin. I could be wrong, correct me if I am wrong, but he did say that we are to expect big returning characters for this final season, familiar faces and all of that. Which obviously it's a no-brainer. It's the final season, so this is anyway something you would expect. And Oliver Queen is certainly one of those characters that must return in some capacity for this final season. Oliver Queen, his character and the show Arrow in general, is the one that started it all. So it needs to be there with the show that ends it all. It's only fitting for that to happen. And I think it is very possible that Oliver Queen could come back and make some sort of an appearance in The Flash Season 9. I would be very, very shocked if this does not happen. I am sure we will be seeing Oliver Queen in some way in The Flash Season 9, as obviously it is the final season, so there's no better time to do it than now. But in regards to Oliver Queen coming back, he was around as the Spectre in the Earth Prime comics, so although Oliver Queen is dead, he is able to appear around as the Spectre, and he was actually interacting with our heroes in that comic book. Obviously, he did appear towards the very, very end, but we do know that Oliver Queen could still appear as the Spectre, and that is the easiest way to bring Oliver Queen back. It's the Oliver Queen we grew up with. He's lived through all 8 seasons of Arrow, and he would have all of those memories. So it would be really, really cool to see that version of Oliver Queen show up. And obviously he would be super OP because he is the Spectre, so I don't know what they could do in terms of that. Maybe he would just be there for like a motivational boost for Barry or something like that. But there is no doubt that an interaction between Oliver Queen and Barry Allen will just stand out, because every single time these two interact with each other, it's always amazing. But this one, obviously, we would share multiple tiers, as this would be the very final last time we will see these two on the screen together. Now, they could obviously go about it in another way and do something like a time travel sequence in an episode. Maybe this certain time period is an important, event taking place in a specific episode. Maybe it plays a very, very crucial role in defeating the big bad of the season. I don't know, but maybe we could have Barry time traveling to the past, maybe ends up in Star City or something like that, and comes across Oliver Queen. Now, this would be really, really cool, because it would be a past version of Oliver Queen. So Steve and Amell could actually find out if that suit still fits or not. But we could have that past version of Oliver Queen as the Green Arrow, not as the Spectre, but this would be pure Oliver Queen as the Green Arrow, teaming up with the Flash. And that would just be really, really sick, having both of them like that for the last time. It would be so cool, and I would love to see that. This would be something I would prefer more than the Spectre one, to be honest. However, this could also be something not only too complicated, because we do have a limited amount of episodes. There's 13 episodes a season, and also I'm guessing we're going to have 2 graphic novels as well and a couple of interludes, so I don't know how they could go about it. It would be really, really cool, and it would definitely be something I would be down for. But also, it is dangerous because it could mess with canon. However, obviously you could contradict this and just use Crisis as an excuse, and you could just say Crisis in, post-Crisis, we did have this interaction between Barry and Oliver. I think you could do something like that. I don't know. I guess we will have to wait and see. But the one I would really like to see is Oliver Queen as the Green Arrow, and obviously him teaming up with the Flash, as obviously that's the one that I think would stand out the most. But I certainly wouldn't mind if we see him as the Spectre as well, because having that present day Oliver Queen would also be really, really cool. But whatever they do, I hope the Flash handles the returning characters as well as Arrow did for its final season, where each and every episode not only had a returning character, but also paid homage to a previous season. And I think it would literally be the biggest missed opportunity for Oliver Queen not being in Eric Wallace's returning characters, because my guy has characters like Zoom, Wally West, all of those characters, and you're telling me he does not have Oliver Queen in that list? I would not believe it. I think he definitely does have Oliver Queen in that returning list for the final season, and I do think that we will see him. We just really need that interaction, that final interaction between Oliver and Barry before the Flash comes to an end. Now, obviously, as I said, this is going to be the season that ends ends the Arrowverse, so I'm thinking of doing kind of like special stuff with this final season of The Flash. Obviously, I'm going to grind my backside off in regards to like posting content about The Flash Season 9. I want to make this very, very memorable, so I'm going to keep making Flash Season 9 videos, but I am thinking of doing weekly watch parties as well. I don't know how consistent that would be. Hopefully I could be as consistent as possible, but I do really, really want to share my reaction with each and every episode, so I am planning on doing watch parties for this specific season as well, and I think it would be really, really fun if we do something like that. But yeah, guys, as I said, 10 years in the Arrowverse. It's really, really crazy that we hit that milestone. As I said during the start of this video, the Arrowverse has been such a huge part of my life, especially Arrow and The Flash, which are, in the case of Arrow, it's my favorite show of all time. And in terms of The Flash, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. And obviously, I have enjoyed watching all the other Arrowverse shows as well. I've watched every single one of them. So it's a very, very special universe. It's something very, very special in my heart. So I am really, really grateful for having such an amazing bunch of shows to watch and really, really enjoy. And sadly, although the Arrowverse is ending, unfortunately, it's still 10 years of this freaking universe, so that is still something to celebrate as well. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what your favorite moments in the Arrowverse were. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And also be sure to tell me if you guys think Oliver Queen will make an appearance in The Flash Season 9. And yeah, guys, I will see you all in my next video.